Hey everybody, last time we talked about evaluating linear functions, okay? So when we're evaluating a linear function, all we need to do is we need to take the 2 or whatever number that we're replacing the x with, so the x became a 2, so over here this x needs to also become a 2, all right? So you get 3 times 2 plus 4, 6 plus 4 is 10, okay? So f of 2, that's not 2, that's 0, silly me. F of 2 is 10, just like that. Now let's look at one with a quadratic, okay? All right, here's one with a quadratic. Remember, a quadratic follows the form ax squared plus bx plus c. So there's two x's, that's the big difference here. One of the x's is squared as well. Well, if we want to find f of 2, or what is my y value when x is 2, all I need to do is I need to replace all the x's with 2. So this x becomes a 2, this x becomes a 2, and let's bring down the rest of the numbers. Always put that x inside a parenthesis, okay? Minus 5 times 2 minus 4. Look, I'm always putting it in parentheses. Here's why. If you didn't put the parentheses there and you just had 5 and 2, and your friend distracts you because he says some joke, then you turn back to the problem and, oh, 52 minus 4, I can do that. That's 48. You just got it wrong, okay? It's 5 times 2 minus 4. Okay? Same thing here. You didn't put the parentheses on. You might be saying 32 squared. That's a big number, all right? So here, we've got 2 squared times 3. So 3 times 4 minus 10 minus 4. Negative 10 minus 4 is negative 14. 3 times 4 is 12. What's 12 minus 14? Negative 2. So f of 2 is negative 2. Cool. Here comes another problem at you. So we have an equation, f of x equals negative 2x squared minus 3x plus 5. We want to know, what is f of negative 1? I don't know. Well, let's go through and figure it out. What do I replace all the x's with? Negative 1. So that's going to be a negative 1. This is going to be a negative 1. Remember, I always put them inside parentheses. So negative 2 squared minus 3 plus 5. There's a lot of negatives here, so be careful. One thing that I bet some of you are going to do is you're going to say, oh, 2 negatives, that makes a positive. Let's wait. So let's go through and do this one step at a time. Negative 1 squared means negative 1 times negative 1. So negative 1 times negative 1 is just positive 1. So we've got negative 2 times positive 1 minus, what's negative 3 times negative 1? It's positive 3 plus 5. So we've got negative 2 plus, that's 8. Negative 2 plus 8 is 6. So f of negative 1 is 6. As you can see, there's a couple spots there where the negatives might throw you off a little bit. Gotta be really careful with the negatives. At this point, one of you might be thinking, hey, Harper Smith, why don't we just stick with the easy ones that don't have the squareds? Some of you are probably thinking, you know, the squareds aren't all that hard, but why does it matter? Well, a quadratic equation isn't straight. And if we think of a lot of things in life, such as our finances, how you go to work, your speed on the freeway, most things don't go perfectly straight, okay? When you're accelerating in your car, when you're at a lower speed, it might push you back in the seat a little bit more because the ratios are better than when you're on the freeway. If you push the gas pedal all the way to the floor on the freeway, you're not going to accelerate as fast as if you do from a stop at a stoplight. All right, unless you're in a really cool super sports car, then maybe you get the same acceleration. Maybe. If we're looking at a business expenses, as the business grows, the expenses go up, but it's not in a straight line. Might be exponential, might be logarithmic, like a log function. Okay. So here we've got g of x equals negative x squared plus 2x plus 1. Pause the video and give it a quick try. Okay? All right, you should have paused the video. You should have your answer by now. We're going to take 3 and plug it in for all of the x's. So that gives me negative 3 squared plus 2 times 3 plus 1. A mistake that I'm sure a lot of people made is they didn't put the parentheses here. Might give you a different answer. You got to be careful. So we've got negative 9 plus 6 plus 1. Well, that's 7. Negative 9 plus 7 is negative 2. So g of 3 is negative 2. Okay? And like 5 minutes. All right, we're going to do one more problem, guys. All right, give this one a try. On your mark, get set, go. Pause the video if you need to. All right, you should have the answer by now. If you don't, again, pause the video. But here's the answer. So we take negative 2 and we plug it in. That gives me negative 3 times negative 2 plus 2 times negative 2 minus 5. We're going to go through, can't forget to square it. That gives me negative 3 times 4 plus negative 4 minus 5. What's negative 4 minus 5? Negative 9. What's negative 3 times 4? Negative 12. What's negative 12 minus 9? Negative 21. So h of negative 2 is negative 21. If you want a little extra credit today, make sure to subscribe down below, and we will see you next time for more great videos.